our story is going to be about probability. Probability is when we talk about the chances of something happening. We could say that there are some things that will always happen or are most likely to happen. There are some things that will happen sometimes or are less or least likely to happen. And then there are some things that will never happen. And when we talk about the chances of something happening, that's called probability. So before we start the story, let's just make sure that we understand probability. So if I have this basket and I put in a blue marker, a red marker, a black marker, and a green marker, I could say that the chances of me pulling out a marker from this basket when I reach in, it is most likely I will pull out a marker. I will always pull out a marker because you just saw that that's all that I put into the basket. But what are the chances that when I reach in here, it will be a red marker? Well, that will happen sometimes. So is it going to be most likely or less or least likely that I will pull out a red marker? Let's find out. I did not pull out a red marker. So there was a chance I could have pulled out a red marker, but it was less likely because it was only one of the 4 colors that I put in here. If I reach in again, this time I pulled out a green one. So again, it was less likely that I would pull out a red marker, but most likely or almost certain it would be a marker because that's what I put in. What I will never pull out of here is a hat because I did not put a hat in my basket. So I will never pull out a hat. So that's what probability is. And when we look at our story today, you're going to see language like most likely, and it's called Tomorrow Most Likely. This story is written by Dave Eggers, and the pictures are by Lane Smith. Tomorrow Most Likely. Here we go. Oh, I love those pages. Speaking of colors. Tomorrow Most Likely. Tomorrow, most likely, there will be a sky, and chances are it will be blue. But sometimes it might be gray, right? Sometimes the sky is not blue if it might be raining. Tomorrow, most likely, there will be a squirrel, and chances are his name is Stu. Tomorrow, most likely, there will be a meal, and chances are it will be brown. Now, chances are you'll like that meal, but sometimes you might not like it, so it might be less likely that it's your favorite, but hopefully most likely it's your favorite. Tomorrow, most likely, there will be a door that leads to the world. I think it's quite certain that most of you have a door that opens to the outside that takes you out to the world beyond, where people will be found. Tomorrow, most likely, there will come a song through a half-open window of a slow-moving car. Quite often, we do hear the music that's playing inside other people's cars if they have the windows open. Most likely, tomorrow, there will be a plane flying high and white and fast and far. Tomorrow, most likely, I see something in the pictures. I hope it's not most likely going to be what I see in these pictures. That would worry me. Most likely, something won't rhyme. Tomorrow, most likely, you'll touch a bright bug, green and red and looking at you. Tomorrow, most likely, the bug will seem worried. He's missing a friend. His friend's name is Stu. We know who Stu is, don't we? Do you remember who Stu is? Tomorrow, most likely, you'll smell the good smell of an unseen flower you can't quite name. Spring is the perfect time for that. I smell things all the time from the trees that are blooming in my neighborhood. Tomorrow, most likely, you'll pick up a stone, striped like a spider web, or maybe like a brain. Tomorrow, most likely, you'll see something strange. You'll hear something odd. You'll touch something gooey. You'll meet Cousin Todd. You might ride a whale. Do you think that is most likely, least likely, or never going to happen that you will ride a whale? You could eat a cloud. Do you think that's most likely going to happen, least likely to happen, or will never happen? You might write a song and sing it too loud. That might happen. There are mountains of time and oceans of faces, canyons of color and skies full of places. Tomorrow, most likely, will be a great day because you are in it. I think that is most likely to happen. And Stu is okay. And there's Stu with his friend the bug. So that is the end of our story called Tomorrow Most Likely. And I'd like to challenge you to have some fun with probability. You could create some questions for someone in your house and ask them, give me an example of something that is most likely to happen today. Tell me something that is least likely to happen today, and maybe something that will never happen today. For example, maybe it will never rain elephants, but it is most likely going to be sunny tomorrow. It is least likely to rain if the sun is shining. So see if you can think of some examples where you can come up with the probability of most likely, least likely, and never. And challenge and have some fun with your family. Or you could even put some things into a box or a basket or a paper bag and put some things in, and then you could pull out 10 times and make a tally chart and keep track of what you pull out each time, but no peeking when you do it. And you could create a probability chart. What is the chances that you might pull out something? But remember, you will never pull out a hat because I didn't put one in here. Have a great day, everybody, and I hope you have a high probability, most likely to have a great day today and every day. Keep smiling, keep breathing. Have a great day, everyone.